parts.
Over here at the Vortex booth, I'm here with Reg Wales, Technical Field Advisor, Vortex Canada. You got some new stuff here, and we're going to be looking at that, but also trying to compare it to some existing products as well, to give people a better idea of what they have as an offering new in 2024.
Yeah, we have some great stuff this year. The highlight first up is our Venom line. Not that long ago, we had the Venom 5 to 25. So that's really pushed really well for us, especially in the rimfire area. But there was a niche that needed to be filled, and we came out with the 3 to 15. So the 3 to 15, it has a rev stop, so it is a locking turret system. It has a capped windage dial, and of course we have our side parallax dial on the side. No illumination with the Venom. So what you're not getting from the Strike Eagle, which, the Strike Eagle and the Venom, is you're just missing that illumination feature, really. So again, it's going to shave a few dollars off when you go from the Strike Eagle down to the Venom product. What's really great this year is the new Venom 1 to 6. Now this has a lot of really cool features, Corey, because when you get it out of the box, you're getting the whole thing, minus the rings. You're going to get flip-up caps. You're going to even get a throw lever, which is a high value for us. With the 1 to 6, you can see it's very much comparable to our other lpvos. When we talk about cap turrets, we've moved to a more sleeker line, and you can see what we're doing now. So the Strike Eagle itself, and it's 1 to 6 by 24 millimeters for our objective size. The Venom itself has 140 minutes of internal travel, so that's making use of that 30 millimeter tube. So those people that are used to for running low-powered variables, you're still going to have that massive amount of internal travel for those distances, and for mounting options as well. So it's going to run with our AR BDC. It's going to be our number 3 reticle, and the retail for it is $439. So here, I know, it's a lot of features. Again, you're getting caps. You're getting a throw lever, the size.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I got to give a comparison here. What was the scope that would have been prior to this one, before launching this one? Because it was in a higher price point, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we would have really just jumped up to the PST, really is where you have. We would have had a Strike Eagle in the 1 to 6 and we had 1 to 8s. But now we're moving into new lens elements. It's a whole, although it wears the badge, Venom and Strike Eagle, all these scopes that we're having that's new, that's all they have in common, is they're wearing the badge, they're wearing the name, they're new lens elements and new optics all the way around. Here in Canada, with our gun culture and everything that's going on that we have to deal with, and things are getting hard. People have priorities. Optics and guns, it's feed the family, or you're going to put an optic. So again, these newer optics, the prices are coming down, but the quality is still there, and we're highlighting some of the other features.
And the warranty?
Warranty hasn't changed. Warranty is still the VIP warranty. As you know, as our public knows, we warranty pretty well everything. When it comes to electronics, our optics, our rings, if it's got Vortex on the side of it, we're looking after you. And once again, we do all of our repairs. We do everything in Guelph, Ontario. Fast turnaround times, as you know, so if we do get a product that needs to be serviced, we can get it in and out, and it's going to be back in the mail within a week. And a lot of times it's 24 to 48 hours.
So with this Venom lpvo, it's like buy a scope and still feed the family.
You can't go wrong, man. Exactly.
And then what would you be now looking at here in the next lineup?
So as we move up, if we were just to talk about LPVOs, you can go to a 1 to 6 that we just mentioned. The next step up would be the Strike Eagle 1 to 8. Now this one's all tricked out with our QD mount, because it did come off a demo rifle just recently. But again, you're getting the same size. You can see comparable. The lens quality, things that are increasing in price, so things are going to cost more. So you're going to pay for the people that want a little bit more in regards to clarity and all the bells and whistles and frills, then they'll pay the little extra. But again, for today, it's really getting hard to beat our price point. Like, we have all of the price point nailed down, we have our warranty nailed down, and once again, here at the show, we're talking to individuals, and that's a common thing today, is the first thing to say is, what can I buy for this amount of money? I do not want to go over, this is my budget, what can I work with? This is what I want it for, help me out. And then I can put them in this category. It's going to be a Strike Eagle or a Venom. You can hunt, you can target shoot, you're good to go. Some of these items, such as the 3-18, I had an opportunity to take that out to considerable distance out west, and I was highly impressed with it, to the point where I pulled off my razor and I shot the week with the Strike Eagle 3-18. So again, for $1,099, you're getting a top-tier optic in a package A that you can afford, and you can, if you're not up on how to shoot at long distance, it's an optic that you can grow into. So it's a buy once kind of an optic, feel comfortable, get educated, and you can be competitive, whether you're center fire or rim fire. And in Canada, rim fire is coming on really strong.
And at a time when you're buying a rig that may be an entry level with a rimfire competition rifle, still be able to afford to get an optic that falls into that category where you don't need the focal length with the 22 like you do with like another center fire rifle.
Right, and in the past, once you pick up a scope and it's got 3 dials on it, and people say, well, what's this about? This is going to be our side parallax. And every time you pick up a scope that has a side parallax, you're increasing in value, like money. It's going to cost more to produce. And so when you take a scope that's retailing, such as the Strike Eagle 3-18 for $1,099, and you got a side parallax, like that's a huge volume right there. That's a huge value that it's hard to beat. Then you come down to like the Venom 3-15, you're losing the illumination, but you have all those features, you know, rev stop. Some of the things that we've improved on over the years, and you can see in our current lineup, is even our windage dials are more user-friendly. The numbers are larger, they're more tactile. Even the side to grab a hold to make adjustments, they're knurled knobs, so it's very easy to use. If you have something that you want to lay out there for us and say, I think this would be a great thing to add to our lineup, please reach out to us, because these do not fall on deaf ears. We actually take these comments and go to the engineers, and this is what you're seeing on the table.
So Reg, you mentioned rev stop. For those people at home that don't know what that is, what's rev stop?
So rev stop is something that we're going to use into our elevation turret. So previously we would have had more complex turret systems where the price value would have cost more to have this feature. So Vortex has found an economical way of doing it through the rev stop system. So we're able to keep the price point down, but you're even able to have a zero stop feature. So that alone, you're not losing track where you are, or if you're going to use it for double duty, such as recreational shooting and hunting, you don't have to worry about carrying in the sling position and losing track of where your zero is established.
So for those at home that don't understand that, or maybe aren't as familiar with optics, which I know I was not when I started, you're dialing up and down for your elevation, and then you lose where you're at and you want to go back down to zero. Show me what the rev stop feature is in order to be able to get back to zero.
The rev stop is actually very simple. Instead of having multiple screws that you need to release and remove the upper turret cat, we just have a simple little key slot here that you're going to unscrew. So what you're going to do is you're going to do an initial zero, just like you would in zero any other optic. And then when you're finished, you're just going to remove the upper cap. And inside there's a small clear baggie, and it just looks like a small donut or a round washer. It just goes down inside, and you put the cap back on, and you secure it, and you're good to go. It is so easy. We used to have shims on some of our systems, and we're kind of phasing that out, making it much more user-friendly for the end user, and this is the way to go. And it keeps our price point down, that people can have that feature without breaking the bank. Depending on the model, it could be anywhere from $200 to $300 difference. So that feature alone is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
In our product line, that's the direction we're taking it. And we're seeing it now, like on our LHT line, very streamlined, very easy to use, and get away from those complex systems. The value that we're including in some of these optics, such as the Venom, these little key features that we've talked about earlier, the flip-up caps, the switch view throw levers, these are very handy. We sell a pile of these, and the value of these can be anywhere from $60, $70, $80.
For just the throw lever. And then what about the caps? What are these priced at roughly?
They can, depending if we have our Defenders or the next level up from that, but those are inclusive, and you could be looking to $20, $30 for just in flip-up caps each.
So between the two in value, I'm saving 100 and change on this stuff easily.
Very well, yeah. Yeah, it's great savings. Protects the optic when you're in the field, when you're using it. Like, these little key things makes a difference. So instead of worrying about scratches and dirt and all that stuff, we take care of that. We want to protect the optic, protect your investment, and make things better for you. Get most value for your dollar.
In a lot of cases, you know, the reference point you hear from a lot of different people is what you spend on a gun is kind of what you should spend on your glass or your optic.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have the means to do that. And now what Vortex has really done with this Venom line is given you the capability to still get that quality at an affordable price.
We really want to serve the customer, and you're the customer, you're buying it, we want to give you what you want. Our line is always changing, always trying to change for the better like everyone else, but again, it's about a price point, it's about value. And I think today, more than ever, value is so important for us, especially those of us that want to shoot. We have a balance of family, we have recreation, work. This line kind of fits that niche where you can have it all. You can have it all. It's just, you want to spend the money and have a Razor product with all the bells and whistles in that top tier, or are you acceptable that you just want to step down a little bit but still have all those features? And it's very well packed with features. Any of these optics will do. Just if you think about the Strike Eagle line and the Venom line, we're talking about rimfire, we're talking about recreational plinking, and we're also talking about hunting. So you can make these optics work for your application.
Well, Reg, I think you guys really did a great job at adapting to the market and what it needs at this time. And I think you guys hit it out of the park. So, man, I really appreciate your time as always. And
Thank
great
you.
job. I'm looking forward to getting one of these Venoms out in the field.
You'll love them. You'll love them.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, Corey.
If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and as always, leave us a comment. We want to hear what you have to say. If you want to support us, you can go to coatofarmstv.com for all of our latest apparel. This is Coat of Arms.